Hello again, everybody on YouTube. This is David again, back with another video. Today I'm talking about my Eagletac Mx25l3C, and the reason I'm talking about this one in particular today is that I've had it modified, and it's been overdriven, overamped, so that it can provide more lumens than the factory version of this light. I sent it away. I paid about 40-50 bucks to get it done. This is normal cost, and I got it back, and it's, you know, a good 30% brighter. So the reason I have this here Acebeam K60 light that I would like to present together with this one is that now that I've had this Eagletac light modified, they're comparable. This is in a comparable lumen range with this Acebeam K60. The K60 is a 5,000 lumen light, and the Eagletac is 2,500 lumens stock, but it's been modified to give you 4,000 lumens. So we're talking about a 4,000, 5,000 lumens, comparable range. You can look at one versus the other and say, like, well, which one do I want, you know, for the same application. But look at the Eagletac light. The size of this light is so much smaller than the K60. I mean, you can put this in you know, your jeans pocket. If you got like cargo pants or jeans with big pockets, then this thing will fit in there. And in a jacket pocket, like, no problem. You forget it, you'll forget you have it. This one's not, you know, this presents a little bit of a problem with the dimensions of this one. It's like it's a big freaking light. So anyways, I'm gonna let's see, the Eagletac line, the Mx25l3, had 3 different versions of the light. They had, this one was the MTG2, it's a little bit warmer tint, and then they had another one that had, so it's basically, you know, the same light kind of with different LED chip options that you can choose to get more specific towards what you would like. And the other version was the Nichia, which has the more broader color spectrum light that has, you know, deeper contrast with the colors, and you can see like basically with the Nichia, if you want pretty, it supersedes anything else that any of the other chips can you know, produce. It's very photo application type of light. I mean, it's really, you know, that caliber. So the Nichia light is its own special animal. It's not as bright as either of these. The Nichia one is some 2,000 lumens maybe, or something like that, or less. I think it was for the ANSI specification lumens, it was like you know, 1,800 or 19, or not. Anyways, it wasn't as bright as either of these ones. So this is the one I got it modified. And if you look at the box, I have a box here, Mx25l3C, 6x Cree XP G2, and then it says Eagletac uses the specification. Like, the one thing to be cautious of with Eagletac lights is they use a funky cheater specification sometimes. Like this one says 3,500 LED lumens, but everybody else in the flashlight world says, you know, uses the ANSI FL1, and so then under here it says ANSI FL1 lumens, and it's like 2450 or something like that. Yeah, 2450. So real lumens is 2450. The way normal people talk about lumens would be 2450. Okay, so watch out with Eagletac. If you're gonna buy an Eagletac light and you're like, wow, this says 3,500 lumens, because they'll just throw 3,500 lumens at you, and then you'll get it, and it won't be as bright as some other lights that you might have that are like, you know, 3,000 lumens or some other smaller number that you initially thought the Eagletac was going to beat, and it doesn't. So be careful, just be cautious, just be aware of that. Eagletac, look for the ANSI FL1, you know, number, because then you look and that one is 2450. So this light, when I got it stock, it was 2450, so let's say 2,500 lumens, and then I got it modded, now it's 4,000 lumens. So now it's the beam on this light is similar to the beam on this Acebeam. Like, they look, the beam profile is very similar. The Acebeam is brighter. It's 5,000 lumens, so we're talking about, you know, a good 20% maybe or something like that, but it's a bigger light. And then this one's a little cooler color temperature, and the Acebeam a little bit, you know, it has a little bit, it has more throw, it's a deeper reflector. It just plain gets out there further. It's brighter. It's, you know, it's a better looking flashlight beam when you look at it. If you use it, it's going to be brighter. It's going to get, if you really need that, then you know, then the Acebeam is what you'll get. But they're very comparable right now with this modified light, and this one is just so tiny compared to the Acebeam. So I thought I would compare them, and we could sort of take a look. The other Eagletac lights, like this one is the Nichio one. This is the newer Nichio one that I got, but I don't know why it stopped working. I have to send this back to Eagletac, so I'm not going to talk about that one right now. But with the Nichio light, like here I got, since I was talking about that already, I have this here Manker is a Nichio, and then this one is a Cree XML2. It's a Nikkor EC20, and I'm just going to sort of, like, here's the Nichio light. And the cooler, and this might not be the best sample here, but the Nichio just makes it more pleasant to the eye. So okay, enough about the Nichio. So the place I got the light modified from, this is the Skylumen.com, which is a flashlight modding service run by a fellow named Vin Nguyen, and he basically, if you want to get your own light modded from him, he sells modded flashlights already. So if you're looking at, like, I mean, if you're looking at lights like these, it's a big light, it's a lot of money, and you're thinking of an investment, I would definitely check out his website and, you know, do your due diligence, and because this might not be exactly what you want, or you might have a light already on hand, and if you got it modded, then, you know, that might be what you want. I don't know what you want, but I'm just, you know, talking about what I have. I like this light a lot, and that's why I'm talking about it here. So, all right, you guys, let's see. This is that's about all I wanted to say, I think. It's a modded light. You know, I'm not going to talk about factory specs. This one, it doesn't have the driver replacement. It has the original Eagletac driver that came with it, but it's been overamped. So, you know, basically it's just a thing with like with computers. Like in computers, back in the computers have evolved, and like when you get your computer, it has a CPU, and the CPU can go so fast, and but you can make it go faster, but it gets hotter due to going faster. So it might not, you know, it would burn itself out. And you know, with a lot of these factories, the similarity with the flashlight makers and the computer manufacturers is they just use, you know, middle of the road humdrum kind of lame parts that are not you know, capable of they're not performance parts. So they'll use a smaller heat sink and just enough to get by with what it is that it needs to do, and sometimes not because of that, because of their decision to use, you know, maybe very middle of the road, barely enough type of hardware, or you know, stuff, thermodynamic parts. Sometimes your computer would overheat, you know, and what people would do is they would buy new heat sinks, big, you know, copper heat sinks, and then set the settings in the motherboard and clock the computer higher. It would go faster, it would be hotter, but it could take it because the heat sinking on the CPU would pull the heat away sufficiently to have the CPU continue to run and not get too hot. So that's what with these flashlights now. And basically what happened was the CPU manufacturers started, you know, Intel, AMD started manufacturing CPUs that were so efficient that you know, a lot of the lame manufacturers or the lame manufacturing processes that are used in order to be, you know, profitable, started to not matter as much because they could use the same shitty heat sinking, or maybe slightly improved heat sinking, but the CPUs are so much more faster and so much more efficient that they're not burning up as much energy to do what they, you know, as they used to, and they don't get as hot. So then the problem solved, you know. But with the LED chips, they're sort of getting like a little bit of a similar parallel thing. But anyways, skylumen.com, and he can, you know, take care of your heat sinking needs and do what needs to be done to modify the electronic boards and get more power out of the flashlight and more lumens. All right, so one more thing. I'm going to talk about this knife. I got a video coming up, and I just got this Ganzo knife. Oh shoot, what is the number for this one? It is, my eyes suck. G730, I think this one is, but it's a Spyderco Paramilitary 2 clone, and it's 440C stainless. It's a good. You can't get much more knife than this for your money. I got this for $13.50, and this is beautiful. For $13.50, this is a beautiful knife. And I'll just show you how. Let's see. I need to stand up. Whoops. Come on. Sharp, and whoops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a little bit of a review with this knife and try and go a little bit in depth. I sharpened it up. I had some Norton whetstones, and I sharpened it up a little bit so get it, you know, better than factory. But I want to see how long this edge will last on this knife, and so I got me some cardboard, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do a 1,000 cut test on this next video with the Ganzo knife. I got these cardboards from Klipsch, from my Klipsch speakers that I got, RF52 reference, and this is some good cardboard. These, you know, these are high-end speakers, and they get shipped in good packing material, and this cardboard is like really like thick paper. So I'm going to try to do a 1,000 cut test. I'm probably not going to get that far, but I'm going to do, you know, 100 and make a little mark, do 100 and make a little mark, and see how many little marks I can get, and then I'm going to see how sharp this Ganzo knife is when I'm done. So that's that. That video's coming up. Stay tuned. We got a beam shot comparison. We're going to do the Eagletac versus this Acebeam K60. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll have more videos for you. So I went out to the park and I forgot to bring the Acebeam K60 with me, so that wasn't very good. But I'm in my backyard now. This should suffice. So here we go. There's the Eagletac, modified Eagletac. Acebeam. Eagletac. So like I said, the Acebeam, you know, you can see that it's got the edge on the Eagletac light, but it's also, you know, at least twice as big. So pluses and minuses. Eagletac again. And Acebeam again. Eagletac.
both of these. Alright, that should do. Thanks, guys. Okay, so again, I've got the Mx25l3 modified for overdriven. Pretty far down that little road there. And those trees are way down there, like a couple hundred meters. Pretty bright ass little flashlight. Yep. The right size for the right brightness. A little too hot though. Not too bad. Actually, not too bad. Because the brightness is actually the kicker. I mean, you don't need to be in this turbo mode all the time. And it's not like overbearingly hot right now. It's just, I feel like getting a little warm on the flashlight in the hand. Yep, I like it.